Hello, Wolf Mind here, and today we are going to be showing you around the new Operation Infinite Ocean that Kingck, me, George, and Lennon have started here on Lenned server. It used to be started on HeroCraft, but we just moved it. Basically, the overview of this project we're doing is it's just a big world, has multiple harbors. Right now I'm in the main harbor, and we got there's a harbor to the north, and I'm planning on doing another 3 harbors just for a good size, and I think once we finish the first harbor we can make this public. That's what I'm planning on. And yeah, and every boat we're making has Zeppelin support, which is pretty awesome because, you know, if you have the map in single player, you can just go sail around and do whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna just start with a little overview of the main harbor in this video. So I'm going to get started. So right here is the big ferry terminal area. That ferry over there Kingck made. I think it's called the Evergreen State. Correct me if I'm wrong, King, if you're watching. We got cars here. This is where you would line up and then you would drive, or the workers would drive onto the boat. Drive your car on, that is. A little parking lot for extra vehicles, or if you're just riding on as a passenger, you park your car there. Right here we have the ferry terminal, which I made. And since Kingck never wanted to make a ferry terminal, I decided I was bored and I made one. And here's the entrance on this side. Get your tickets in there. Kind of set it up like an airport or a cruise terminal, because I have no idea what a ferry terminal is. Got a little bus over here. And then right here is the main road through town. Right here is the office building. There's another one further back. And these are just little space fillers for background looks. And then right here, this white building is our yacht club. And I have no idea why the world's generating so slow. I'm on a server right now, so it might be why it's generating so slow. But yeah, this is the yacht club. And then here are some of my yachts. If you've seen some of my other videos, you would recognize them. Got the Desert Pearl, Sunseeker, and all the other ones down here. This yacht was made by George. I made a few of these little boats, and then George made the rest. And we'll go over here. These are just parking lots for, you know, you want to take your boat out, park right here. There's snow here because rain hasn't been turned off in this world like it was in HeroCraft when we had it on that server. And right here are some apartments that George made. Got little parking lots right here. And I did all the terraforming in the background with all the trees, just because no one else knew how to do it, and I just decided to pick it up on my own and do it myself. Over here, I'm not really sure what this building is. I could just call it like a lodge or something. Kind of looks like a lodge. It's all empty. I just made this because I needed a little space filter on this side of the marina, and I got one. It worked pretty well, except with all the snow that we need to turn off. Up here is George's house that he made on top of the mountain. I still need to put some trees around. There's still plenty of area to work on in this harbor. Everything I showed you over there is pretty much done, and we're just slowly going around the whole harbor and just filling it all in. Here's part of a ship right here someone was starting. I'm going to go with George was starting that. Right here is a water taxi that Lenned made. Right here, I'm guessing George made this one. Kind of looks like he would make something like this, because you could tell. I've been around the builders that are helping making this a while, and I could tell who is who. Right here, we got a little boat that King and I made. We were bored in a Skype call, and we just built that. First, we built this because we're just messing around, trying to make the ugliest boat possible. And then King copied it and remade it into that. Here's I think it's called, it has a name, I just can't remember it. It's from Ship Simulators Extreme, if you ever played that. It's one of the, if you have the free version, you have this boat in Sydney Harbor. So yeah, that's what that one is. That one was made by Lenned, if I didn't say that already. And then we're going to go this way. This is all just empty space. Nothing filled in yet. This is the top of the harbor up here. There's that boat again. And then I think there's another boat right here. Yeah, it's a little boat. I'm going to go with that King made this one, because I don't remember making this. I might have and just not remember it, but yeah. Alright, and then I'm going to fly down the coast right here. This is all just going to stay a mountain. I'm not going to really harborize this. Most of the harbor building is done. It's just to fill in all the details and make more ships to fill in the empty spots. Right here we have a big breakwater, and then if we go that way, that's where the other harbor will be. I'm not sure if I'll have time to show it though. I could just like hop over there real quick and just show you the boat I made over there. So yeah, I've got a big opening gap for, this is the main entrance to the harbor. If the chunks would load, you would get a good view of the harbor. I already tried restarting the server trying to fix it, but it didn't really work. Alright, I think I'm going to go in here onto the island, because there's like a little island area in the middle. There's a big open area, still got to put ships in here. Here is a big ship it's a ferry. I think it was part of the Washington State ferries. It's a retired one. George made it, and King made a time lapse. If you want to go see that time lapse, go check out Kingck 101 on YouTube. He's been in plenty of my videos, so you can easily find a link. Right here is as I run into that. That is a container. It's not a container ship. I think I'm gonna go with like it's a bulk cargo ship or something, or one that holds like ore or something. So yeah, George made this. It turned out pretty good. I like it myself. Just all stone, except with we'll have to change the color to gray wool because of Zeppelin line. At least for me, it won't pick up stone. These are some awesome cranes that George made. And over here is a boat that I made the hull of, and I left the hull, and then King came along and just made everything. Because he didn't want to leave the hull there, so he decided to build a boat. Over here is when George, it used to be me and King started this project, and then we talked to this guy who made a giant Zeppelin world, George. And when he first came on, this is the first boat he made, which actually turned out really great. And I think it is missing, yeah, it is missing half of its thing right there. I'll have to fix that for you, George. But yeah, for some reason it's missing its thing on the side, but... So yeah, it is a Coast Guard tug. That's what I believed it was. So yeah, we're gonna head over here. This orange and red hull over here is if the chunks will load. This is just a container ship that George has, or no, I think it's an oil ship. Not George, Lenned started to make this yesterday. And it's looking pretty good so far. It has a nice, good hull shape to it. And then here's a little hangar that Lenned made as well. And if we go over here, these are the dry docks. I made the little cutouts for the dry docks. I believe King made that little boat in there. These cranes were made by George, since like George is the only one who makes these cranes. At least a decent looking crane, which are very nice. And then over here is a mini yamal. If you don't know what the yamal is, it's a Russian icebreaker. I was going to make a full version, but it wasn't working out too good, so I decided to make a mini version so that I could use it in Zeppelin. And it's just been sitting in the dry dock ever since I made it. So yeah, and that's pretty much it on this main island thing. Like I said, there isn't much in the form of urbanizing yet. So I'm going to go over here. I believe there are 2 ships down this way. There's one on the side of me, and I'll get back to that once I go over here. Super slow loading chunks. Alright, over here is one of the ships that George, I believe next summer George is going to be on one of these boats, or at least he's going to be part of this company that owns these boats that are kind of like a, not even sure what exactly company they do or what they do. I'll have to ask George. Or George can even comment what they do. So yeah, King started making this, and then George figured out what he was making and then joined in, and then I later on, once I was done making a few boats, I joined in just to help finish. So yeah, it turned out really well. It was kind of like our first group ship, you could say. So yeah, and then we'll go over here. Here's my Albatross, which I'm sure you've seen if you've seen my Coast Guard pack video. Just a brief overview. It is a NOAA ship, a research vessel. I just put it in the Coast Guard pack just because I had nowhere else to put it, and I decided to throw it in the pack just for fun. This is my favorite ship to drive in Zeppelin. If you ever have the chance to do it, it's a fun one. It doesn't eat up too much of your memory either, if you have a smaller or lower computer. Alright, we'll head over here to the fishing harbor, which is, I think it's like a fishing marina. This is a building I'm making, which I'm still making. Planning on making a big tower right here. have like a little, it's gonna make like a fish on it. Make it look like, because it's the fishing building. Over here we got little doors for trucks to pull into. It's all empty, just like most of the building we're gonna be. At least ones that I'm gonna make. I'm not sure about everyone else. So these, let's go over all the fishing boats that are right here. These two were made by Kingck, and all the rest are mine. I just sat here for like 2 days and just kept building little trawlers. Some of these are real trawlers, like these two, that one, and I think yeah, and this one too. This is one of the first boats I made right here. I just plopped it in here just because I need a little gap filler. So here you got little boats. Most of these are custom, at least the ones right here are all custom. Because I eventually got tired of looking at pictures and I wanted to go play full screen, so I decided to start making customs. Since I've built a bunch of them, I got an idea how to make it. Here's a boat hull that I started on. Here's a, excuse me. Here's a boat that Kingck made. I think he called it. It was like a little houseboat. It looks like his ferry, so I just call it a mini ferry. Over here is a catamaran Kingck made. And then for some reason, we have, God, what is this? I'm not sure if it's a Fokker or a 717 or MD-80. I'm not sure who made it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Kind of looks like, if it's Kingck, then I'm going to say it kind of looks like his 717 he made. Hawaiian one. I think he made that. I'm not sure. That's one of his old projects, if you ever seen it. And then George made this, and I think it is just like a little house for these, because I'm going to put some passenger boats, or like little harbor boats, like this one. This one was made by George. It's kind of like you put cars right here, and then if you go inside, there's plenty of seating area, and then you got the bridge on top. This one I made, it's just a little people carrier, nothing much. And then over here are all my Coast Guard boats. And I'm gonna put a big little base right there for the Coast Guard. And yeah, and then this little channel right here is all gonna be Coast Guard stuff. So yeah, this is my icebreaker, and then you got the two little boats, and then my cutters. And yeah, and I'm almost done here. I think this is the last boat or so. This is a container ship that George made, which is another nice one. I like it. It's nice and small and simple to drive if you use it. I've already played with it in Zeppelin. Here is I'm gonna go. This is my most like detailed ship, and this is my second boat I ever made here. Like when I started making small boats, because you know, if you follow me, that I make cruise ships, and I just started getting into smaller boats just now, and I'm actually pretty good with them, and I'm surprised. Like you expect, I'm good with cruise ships. I should be able to be good with smaller boats. So yeah, this is just a little fishing boat. I haven't put it over in with all the others yet, just because it's too big. I'm not sure. I made it so like you can't have any boats above 30 blocks in there. But yeah, and I think this is the final area, which is this is from the Coast Guard pack, which is my little Zodiac. Here's my hovercraft, the Tiger hovercraft that I made because I was bored. And then this one was made by George, which is another Zodiac. Not sure if it's a Coast Guard one. It looks like a Coast Guard to me. There's a chicken, and there's my boat from my yacht pack, which is a what do you call it? A yacht fishing boat. And then over here is a little police harbor patrol boat that Kingck made. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our Operation Infinite Ocean project so far. We still are doing lots of work, and I'm doing plenty of work before I have to go off camping for 2 weeks. Let me cut down this tree, it's in the way. But yeah, that's all we have for now. I'll do plenty more previews. If you want to see more things in more detail, I suggest going to Kingck's channel. I'll put it in the description for you. Suggest going there, watching his preview videos. I know he has one uploading right now. So yeah, go check that out. Subscribe to him. And also George, I think Lenned has a channel, but I'm not sure. We'll all be doing updates. I'll put a link to we have a forum page too. I'll put that in there as well. So yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching. My name is Chris, also known as Wolfmind, and goodbye.